Hey everybody, welcome to the Reno comedy vlog. If you can't tell from me hiding my face, I still don't have sunglasses, so the whole persona is fucked. But that's not what this episode is about. This is a long one, it's a very special episode. This is just kind of a goodbye to our friend Cy, who's moving to Denver. We did a roast for him on Saturday night, so I'm just going to feature everybody's sets. And if you guys like it, please go and follow Cy Noodles on Instagram. Look up anything he has. Go and support him. Denver, if anybody from that area is seeing this, you guys are in for a treat. This is one of the most personable characters that go on a stage in town. Instantly, he can get the room to pay attention to him. And when you're regularly doing open mics and stuff, you don't see that quality in a lot of people right out of the gate. And with Cy, it's so natural. He's one of my favorites. He's a really good friend, and I'm gonna miss him a lot. So this one's for you, Cy. I hope that you really enjoy it. And am I feeling is this a real feeling? Oh my god, I guess I love you, man. So if you you're always welcome back here. If you ever need a place to stay or anything, hit anybody up. Reno is your home away from home. We're gonna miss you, man. Other than that, enjoy the fucking roast, you guys. Bye bye.
End of the hour, Cy Aluni. Cy, stand up and down. But to start off, I'm going to start off with Michael Graham, okay? I think that's a good place to start as well as any. Michael is a very clean-cut man. I like that. I'm glad he doesn't have a mustache, so no one mistakes him for the guy who steals monkeys and Dunstan checks in. Ladies, if you want to make your boyfriend jealous, go out with Michael and then fuck another guy on that date. Yeah. Luke and Michael are a team, but they have different roles within Dead Panda Comedy, the great producer of the show. They have different roles with Dead Panda Comedy. Luke puts on swim trunks and goggles, and Michael pees on him. Yeah. But then Luke gets Michael back by handing him money. Yeah, that's how that works. All right. Luke and Michael are like Lenny and George from Of Mice and Men, except they're both stupid. Yeah. As for the other 2 inches of Dead Panda Comedy, give it up for Luke Westberg, everybody. You may recognize Luke from every anime depiction of a white guy. Yeah. The first porn Luke jacked off to was a holographic Jigglypuff. Yeah, that's what that was. Luke lived in Asia in his early 20s. That's cool. Yeah, because he wanted to see what authentic Asian cartoon women look like. Yeah. That's Give it up for Jeff Pierce, everybody. Yeah, Jeff's a great guy. You may recognize Jeff from Costco. He goes there sometimes. Yeah. Jeff does comedy 4 nights a week, which means he still has 3 nights to find other ways to avoid his family. Yeah. Jeff's a good dad, though. He takes his kids trick-or-treating just so that they can get toppings for his hot dogs. Yeah. Give it up for Stephen Molman, everybody. A lot of you guys go. Molman is great. I love Molman. Unfortunately, Molman doesn't drink anymore, though. Yeah, he's on the wagon. I actually saw someone pulling him around on a wagon. Yeah. If Molman was part of the Donner Party when things got bad, the other members of the party would have been like, well, obviously we're just going to have sex with this guy. Molman is bisexual, which means he's attracted to both male and female lizards. Yeah. Hey, give it up for Colin Locke, everybody. You're excited to have Colin here. Yeah. Good to have Colin here. I'm glad he could find some time between watching cartoons and giving his arm a hickey. Yeah. Good. You want to budget some time for us, Colin? I don't know. Colin Colin is so lazy, I still hear him complain that they don't have porn on YouTube. Yeah. All right. And your man of the hour, Cy Aluni. Please make some noise for Cy Aluni. The reason we're doing this roast is because Cy's moving to Denver. And congratulations to him. Big things for him. Hey, nobody wants you to go there. Hey, we're sending him off in style though, okay? Cy told me he is moving to Denver because he's accomplished everything that he could in Reno. I don't have a joke for that, that's just not true. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to start doing your taxes in Denver or what. I do hope Cy enjoys Denver though. I really think he's going to do some big things out there dressed as Batman at the movie theater. Yeah. Every time Cy does mushrooms, he tells me about how much it's changed him. I've known Cy for 4 years and he still doesn't have health insurance, okay? So some things are definitely staying the same with all those trips.
Keep it going for the incel Gestapo, ladies and gentlemen. God, this dais, it looks like Cy is like leading a support group for people that are afraid of sunburns. God, Cy and Steve are really good friends. We're not supposed to talk about Steve's job, but like their relationship carries over. Steve is actually Cy's wet dream interpreter. They discuss female dating strategies so that they can fuck one another's sisters. But Cy hasn't told Steve he doesn't have a sister yet. I feel like Steve is going to be a school counselor just to tell young women they should pursue older bald men with nipples so big it kind of makes them look like they have titties. Like I said, Steve and Cy are friends. They go to one another to see if the other one's abrasion on their penis is normal. They're like, yeah, bud, that's just rug burn. You're good. And then they kiss it before they dock, yeah. Steve looks like he's used crypto to pay for a Ziploc bag filled with the farts of an Instagram influencer. Oh my god, and then I wrote something about cucking porn that's incest, so you guys just fill in the blanks with it by that one, yeah? Oh my god, alright. And also, guys, we had another roaster on the dais tonight, but she couldn't make it. I was really disappointed that because we locked down the biggest sex offender in Reno history, and I'm not talking about Luke Westbrook's mustache, and I'm not talking about Colin Mock's everything else, alright? I was talking about our friend, her name was Sarah Rooker. She's the biggest misogynist on the planet. That lesbian she's fingered more underage women than a high school football team on homecoming. Sarah may look like a cave person, but the only time she's dragging knuckle is when she's alone with Colin Mock's girlfriend. Forgot I wrote that one, but it was pretty fucking good, alright? Colin masturbates by holding his dick and letting his anxiety take care of the rest. Colin spends half his time smelling his girlfriend's underwear and the other half of his time sucking the dude's dick that fucks her so he can taste residual pussy juice. Jeff Pierce is my dear friend. Let's make some noise for him. I'm glad that he made it. I thought he was going to be too tired from coming in second place in a hot dog eating contest against his own dick. And Jeff, when you inevitably die of heart disease, your penis is still going to live on. It's going to finally be that attentive, tasteful husband that Glenda's always wanted. It's going to walk your daughter down the aisle when she has to, a shotgun wedding with an incest baby. I also forgot to mention that she was going to be teen pregnant there. I feel like, damn it, I really missed the ball on that one. There's my friend Stephen Molman. Hey everybody, it's Molman. I got shocked when he got here. I thought he was a decoration from Spirit of Halloween. Can you blame me? They open so early every year. Steven actually looks like something that fell off of me and is pissed off that I have to reabsorb him or we'll both die. Let's keep it going for my partner, Luke Westberg. He's recently been sporting a beautiful mustache, and it surprised everyone that he can make even the village people look masculine. When he shaves it, when he finally gets rid of that fucking thing, he's going to look like the child that he molests. Luke plays a lot of characters on stage, but none of them have convinced us that he has never accidentally hurt himself when his finger has poked through single-ply toilet paper against his butthole. That was a wordy one, Jesus, man. But tonight, we're not here for these dipshits, we're here for Cy Aluni, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to send him off, we're going to send Cy off in the only way we know how, kind of like this Viking funeral, but without any of the honor or the masculinity. Mostly talking about the inbreeding and sleeping in your own shit. Cy came from the Midwest and blessed us with a unique perspective of autism. I think you guys are going to develop notice a theme here, yeah? Cy is so autistic that he shaves off all of his body hair except for his pubes. Cy was homeless here in Reno for a while. He loves Burning Man and he does stand-up comedy. What is he going to do next to suck a dick? I guess he's going to join a bowling league or something.
Sign me up, Jeff.
Yeah, that's what. Oddly enough, that was my next line. Is like, Jeff, do you have a spot open on your team? Yeah. But Cy is one of my favorite writers in town. You can see all of his works on most bathroom stalls. He's describing the different foreskins that his penis goes in when he's docking. Yeah, his with Steve Dente's is very descriptive. It's beautiful. But Cy is leaving us, so we can all finally say, Cy, none of us give a shit about ketamine, man. That's a you problem, and you should get some help for it. The rest of us can look at ourselves in a mirror. Cy almost didn't make it tonight, you guys. We're very glad that he did. He was almost arrested. But luckily, the teenage girl that he tried to buy breast milk from, waived the charges. Anyway, I do love Cy. He's a great guy. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for it. Thank you very much. You're incredible audience.
All right. So give it up for your MC that started off tonight, Stephen Dente. You know, Stephen grew up Mormon, and that must have been tough. Having sister wives pushed on you when all you can think about is tight little boy buttholes. Stephen Dente is one good SUV investigation away from being famous. I mean, a guy raised in a cult, balding in his 30s, and is still afraid of his stepdad. That has an 8-part documentary all over it. When they do search his house, they aren't going to find any skeletons in this closet, because technically it's not a skeleton when it's still a rotting corpse. We also have Colin Mock here.
Yeah.
It's confusing when you have a conversation with Colin. You don't know if it's the autism speaking or if the Tourette's came out to play. Colin has the cadence brilliance of Quagmire from Family Guy and the motor skills of Stephen Hawking now. My friend Malman is here. When Malman talks about being bisexual, I can't help but picture him having a relationship with some dude living a double life where he has that trophy wife on one side and a tchotchke Malman on the other. And the founder of Dead Panda Comedy, Luke Westberg. I get the feeling that Luke Westberg's Suicide Note is going to be a campy little 3-chord tune on acoustic guitar. It's going to be about how he felt like an outsider because he's the only one his high school gymnastics coach wouldn't finger bang. And then we got the other half of Dead Panda Comedy here, my friend Michael. You know, Michael has a twin sister, and I've met her, so it makes sense on why the rest of his family just calls him spare parts. Michael's one of my favorite people in the world. He's super supportive of all the other comedians in the Reno scene, and we all love being booked on shows with him, because no matter how nervous you get, you can always think, at least half the crowd's not my ex-girlfriends. I'm not saying Michael bangs all the female comedians, but his list is a lot longer than everybody else's combined. All right, let's get to why we're here. We're here to honor a fallen brother. We lost a good one with the passing of Cy Aluni. I know he's sitting right there, but he's moving to Denver, so he's dead to us now. Cy, as he preferred to be called, hatched from a test tube at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota on February 30th, 1994. Shortly after that, he was won in a bingo hall raffle and raised by Ruben Alani, an ice fishing shack manufacturer, and Eunice Aluni, a special needs home educator. They raised him on the banks of what you talking about, Willis, Minnesota. After he was done with school in his early 20s, and he discovered not everybody churns their own butter, he decided to go out and see what the world had in store for him. So he packed up his car and headed west. Cy's beloved 1999 teal Toyota Echo died in Reno, Nevada. Not knowing anyone, he quickly befriended the legendary Reno bullwhip guy, Keith. Keith took Cy under his wing and even gave him a place to stay. But that didn't last long because Cy was soon evicted when he was caught masturbating over Keith's shoulder as he sat in his recliner watching Antiques Roadshow. Overall, it wasn't a completely bad experience for Cy. While he was staying with Keith, he developed a pretty severe cocaine habit. And that addiction helped land Cy a job as an auctioneer. After Cy started doing well at work, he decided he was going to try to make some friends. He wanted to find some other people that were damaged with low self-esteem and had a desperate need for acceptance, so he went to an open mic. Cy did well immediately. He was a natural. He didn't even care that the other comedians played a game while he was on stage called Stoned or Autistic. It's where we tried to guess if he wrote the bit while he was stoned or just because he's autistic. And although Cy was never tested for autism, every night when he went home alone, he would drink a tall glass of milk and then climb into his homemade Lego bed. After a few years of destroying the mics in Reno, he wanted to see what else was out there, so Cy ended up in Denver, Colorado. He liked what he saw. And we all know now that was the Death Nail. Yeah, it looked cool there, and it seems fun, but that place killed John Denver. So, Cy's poor choices have brought us here tonight to remember our fallen brother. and share our cherished memories. So long live yelling at the bar TV from the stage. May we always remember Cy Aluni.
I'm bringing this up so Cy can play with it later. Anyway, we got Colin Mock over here. Colin Mock is the human equivalent of celery. Yeah, he's thin, pale, and always on the stalk. Also, Colin is at his best in the presence of peanut butter and raisins. Colin is making positive changes in his life and trying to be the best version of himself, which clearly is not going to be good enough for anyone. Yeah, Colin wished upon a star, and now he has himself a real boy hanging from strings in his closet. We got Jeff Pierce. Jeff Pierce loves eating pussy and pretty much every other human body parts. You can tell just by looking at Jeff that he gets terrible heartburn and indigestion. Because just like Pac-Man, he doesn't chew his food, just swallows glowing orbs and blinking ghost hole. At least spit out the cherry pits, man. You may have heard the rumor that Jeff has a large dick, but that thing is not natural. It's only large because for the past 5 years, he's been shoving prenatal vitamins up his we got Stephen Dente. Stephen Dente likes to volunteer at the library and read books for the children. Just planting seeds, he says. Planting seeds. Not sure what that means, but Stephen is a mouth breather. He's also a mouth breeder. He's made 104 tonsil babies, but who's counting? Stephen is. Stephen Dente is counting. Stephen uses Rogaine, but only on his taint. Sarah Rooker isn't here. Sarah is a little teapot, short and stout. That's probably why all the hot English bitches want to have tea and crumpets with her. That, and she just radiates big strap-on energy. When Sarah dies, she's not going to see the light. Or if she does, she'll acknowledge it and still do 5 to 10 more minutes on Earth. That's for the comics. Got Michael Graham. Michael has a swimmer's body, and that he looks like a giant sperm. He has no ass; it's just like 2 flagella down there. Michael is a Winnemucca 10. He makes the ladies wet, the fellas hard, and the donkeys walk crooked for a week. I'm really good friends with Michael, so much so that I lived with him and his fiancée. Even though I knew that their relationship was doomed from the start, rather than say something, I watched it deteriorate and spiral into verbal abuse and violence over the course of 2 years. Because I love jerking off to the sound of them hate fucking. We're really good friends, Michael and I. We got Molman here. It's hard to further roast someone who already looks like a red Solo cup that spent 15 seconds in the microwave. Sorry, buddy. Molman looks like he's Michael Graham's reflection in a wavy funhouse mirror. Molman wished upon a star, and he became a real boy, hanging from strings in Colin Mock's closet. Now onto the main course, Cy Aluni. Cy has all the cool, calm confidence of a 7th grader who just finger blasted a girl for the first time. He's always like, smell my finger, bro. No thanks, man. Cy's breath generally smells like hot garbage. Cy went to eat out a girl and her vagina started gagging. Cy and comedian Fiona Reed dated for a while, apparently. I wish I was a fly on the wall for that cold, emotionless sex. Cy initiates by saying, "Me wants such a fucking boom boom." Fiona replies, "Sweetie, not until you finish your dinosaur chicken nuggies." Done! Fuck now! Alright, stick your meat thermometer in me, sous chef. My meat thermometer is in your 99-degree roast beef sandwich. I'm about to come. Wow, good for you. I'm incapable of feeling pleasure. Can I kiss you? No, that's disgusting. Okay, I will leave now. There's an event in 4 hours I need to be extremely early for. I don't know if that's what they actually said when fucking. I was a fly on the wall and I could no longer understand human speech. Anyway, Cy's hobbies including knitting and solving word jumbles. His life's goal is to be an old man in a sweater vest smoking a pipe while petting his taxidermied cat. Okay, they're going downhill. Yeah, I had to write an autistic. Anyway, Cy's cute for a mentally challenged man. He's autistic. Yes. Cy's spirit animal is a sea otter. Just like a sea otter, he's super cute, but is a necrophiliac. Otters kill things and fuck them. Google it. Also, he carries around a pebble in a pouch sewn into his stomach. Yeah, Cy's a good-looking guy, and he's the most attractive Reno comedian to not die in a car crash. Yes.
Jesus!
Yes. Rest in peace. Anyway, it's been a pleasure seeing you grow as a comedian whose only good joke was about discount beef jerky into, in my humble opinion, one of the top 3 comics in Reno. So best of luck in Colorado.
Luke Westberg. Yeah, isn't that he's like 40 years old and still looks like a child. Could you please just do a real life version of the movie Orphan? Just like, go to an orphanage and like do an Elmo impression and like get adopted and then just try to murder everybody. Luke looks like he would freeze his semen just to make his drinks colder. Yeah, give it up for your host, Stephen Dente. He's doing great. He's a fucking man. Stephen Dente is probiotic and anti-normal shits. What the fuck is this? What the hell is this?
My joy!
Good. Stephen Dente eats egg farts for breakfast. Stephen Dente looks like a lawyer, but only to help kids sue their parents. I'm Stephen Dente, and I'll help you sue your mom. Steve was telling me that he's really excited for Halloween. He's going as Hitler because it'll be easy. He just needs to leave a mustache when he's erasing the blackface. Michael Graham is here. He's hanging out. He's here. Michael Graham looks like he was drawn by the same guys that drew Ren and Stimpy. You fucking autistic rooster. Michael Graham seems like he chugs hot salsa to look cool. Do you and Nicolas Cage go to the same head-shaped guy? Take that as a... Yeah. Alright, man, fucking... Jeff Pierce, the professional plumber, is here.
Jeff Pearson, he's a sweet guy. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Jeff is a sweet guy. I've seen this on a shirt of his. Jeff is an advocate for Fat Boy Summer, soon to be followed by a heart attack fall. I like Jeff. He's a really nice guy who enjoys wrestling. The only way I can see him turning heel if he decides to do anything athletic. No, Jeff, athleticism is not going to an Aces game and catching a fly ball in your belly button. There's so much sugar. There's so much sugar in Jeff's blood, he'll be able to revive Moment if he passes out. Alright. He's a moment. He's a moment. That's not the one that I wanted to do. I wanted to do a moment. It's a moment, it's a moment, it's a moment, it's a moment. You guys come inside of moment. Moment series, dude. You might remember a moment from the St. Jude's commercials. Moment looks like Michael and Luke's ass child. It looks like that. Moment's lower jaw looks like Beavis's lower jaw. Moment is so bony, if he tries to hit the dab, he'll slice his head in half. And for the fucking man, Cy Aluni. Cy likes guys. Cy likes guys. Cy likes guys. Cy likes guys. Chewing on cum. Cy looks like he drinks his own cum for warmth. Cy has worms. I actually met one of the worms. His name's Andy. He lives in his pubes. He's a cool. Cy's actually taught me a lot since he's been here. For starters, the netting in your swim trunks, that'll catch your poop. For that. He's also taught me skateboarding, a cool trick, what's it called? It's funny. It's like an ollie or no, it's called a shove it, right? It's shove it. You totally taught me to shove it. It's where you shove your keys in your ass, and when you're when you're on the skateboard, every time you push to go faster, you turn the keys in your ass. He also taught me when you're wearing swim trunks without netting in them, you can just poop and it'll go. And you just keep skating and stuff. And I think I have something here. I do have it. You're the man. I just wanted to give this to you. It's a U swirl stamp. There, you need one more, and then you can get Besides moving to Denver, that sucks. That sucks. He's moving to Denver, and we all know that what that means is that the Denver Burger King can take down its help wanted sign. Sorry, you're the fucking man, dude. You're the man, dude. Oh, yeah. Cy a hug real quick.
Oh, dude. Yeah, there's a moment.
You know him. You love him. He's bony as Jeff shits. Give it up for Moment. Yeah.
Having this toy up here while Colin was up on stage was awesome. He was like, I can't be autistic on stage. Happy Stephen Dente's here. Oh my God. Stephen Dente's. Stephen Dente's favorite video to jerk off is the audio of Bill Clinton saying, "I did not have sexual relations with that." Also, I mean, people have talked about this already. He's a big fan of cuckolding. He even finds groups and meets up with them. Okay, he doesn't meet up with them, he just knows where they go. And then he watches them from a distance like, yeah, I really like what they're doing there. I don't have the courage to do what he does, but he's a cuck's cuck, that's what I'm saying. He actually did get to throw a party a while ago, but no one went to it, which really sucks because he bought a whole bunch of silly string. Or what normal people call a noose. Sarah Rucker isn't here. She talks about being a lesbian a lot, but even more so, Stephen Dente talks about her being a lesbian a lot, which, you know, is embarrassing. Sarah Rucker's best version of herself is on vacation, away from everyone else, which is why I'm glad she's not here. Also, the real reason I'm glad she's not here, because she's not here, I'm the diversity hire, because it's all straight white men, and I guess I'm a bisexual lizard. Colin, where did he go? Oh, there he is. Colin is just the horror movie trope of the guy that's like in the field position, murmuring to himself in the corner. But instead of wearing a robe, he's just wearing kind of normal clothes and being autistic. First time Colin made out with a girl, he accidentally tongued her uvula and then started bragging like, "Hey guys, I think I found a clit." I think I found a clit, guys. Here's an impression of Colin saying happy birthday to me 9 months ago. "Hey, so your parents had sex, huh? That's pretty cool, man." That's the impression. I don't do impressions. Also, I wrote these jokes within the last 24 hours, so give me a break. Or don't, I don't give a shit. Whenever Michael Graham masturbates, he puts on an outfit. That's how much he loves to masturbate. He puts on an outfit. He dresses up for masturbation. He puts on a striped propeller hat and a baby bed, and then jerks off into his own mouth watching a porn parody of DuckTales. Video title, of course, Fucktails, right? Michael used to be a vegan, but now he eats fish and eggs. Didn't think his commitment issues would go outside of relationships, but here we are. Michael's ability to have a functioning relationship is like my ability to have a functioning organ. He can't. The difference is my organs might kill me. He'll kill himself. Being mean is fun, isn't it? Jeff uses his dick as a whip to discipline his children whenever they're being more autistic than he is. And if they start to run away, he also uses it as a lasso around their neck. I'm kind of surprised he has kids because all he ejaculates is wood glue. Which is why whenever he ejaculates, before he does that, he has to take a power drill to his dick and just drill another hole in it. Oh my god. I actually, a little while ago, I got trampled by a horse. What I mean by that is Jeff stumbled into me. That's not true. He didn't actually stumble into me. If he would have stumbled, he probably would have fell and broken his leg, which would have sucked because If he broke his leg, we would have to shoot his head like a regular horse. Because he would have been just as useful to society as his autistic kid would be. Don't worry, his autistic kid is Luke Westberg, so it's fine. I am a better rock climber than Luke Westberg. Which is hilarious because I'm me. I'm more athletic than someone, and it's Luke. It's like, it's like it's true, yeah. Oh my god. Luke has also had a girlfriend for 7 years. Never met her. I don't think she exists. I think he just talks about it just because it's like it gives him a less autistic version of himself. They do actually have an anniversary, which is cool, because on their anniversary she's going to give him a gift where he gets to drink Pediasure out of a Kirby straw. Oh, Cy. Everyone give it up for Cy. Hell yeah. Cy is the type of hippie, but not the good kind. There's like the nice kind of kind version that are like super welcoming and like progressive. He's the kind that does ketamine and smells like cat piss, even though he doesn't own a cat. I saw Cy do karaoke one time, and then everyone left as soon as he started singing. Not because he was bad, it's because he was saying pumped up kicks and everyone thought he was gonna murder everyone. I've known Cy for a while now. I hung out with Cy a lot. I went on a road trip with him, which initially, I thought that a road trip for him just meant going through a McDonald's drive-thru and not ordering anything. That's how autistic he is. I was like, oh, he just goes, it's a drive-thru. No, but I went on a road trip with him. I hung out with him. I hung out with him in his dead grandma's house. I jerked off in his dead grandma's house. I smoked weed with his mom in his dead grandma's house. I could tell Cy jerked off in his dead grandma's house that night too, because all I heard was the JFK assassination audio going over the phone. In his dead grandma's house. Oh my god. Cy is the only person that I've ever seen that's been diagnosed with termites. That being said, that's my time, everyone. All right, yeah.
Alright, hand the mic off with style. There you go, moment. I like how halfway through the moment set, Michael goes to adjust the light like that was the problem. No, it was the poorly thought out material. That's what the problem was. Steve Dente was your not host tonight. He was the guy that went up first, actually, and then did no more material. Steve has the posture of a guy whose wife will give him Dave & Buster gift cards for sucking his own dick. I don't think Steve would be a good dad. If Steve ever had a baby, he would punch it for touching his wife's tits. Steve celebrated his 32nd birthday this year by driving his smart car directly through a Juneteenth barbecue. Steve has Huggy wipes in his bathroom by his toilet, which are for wiping his mouth after eating his own shit. Most men wouldn't peg Steve as a man's man, and most women would just peg Steve. Mostly Sarah Rooker, but she couldn't make it. She was getting her dick sucked by Matt Wiegand or something. Willingly, deep Steve throw. Steve wants to get married, but he doesn't have the upper body strength to pry open the shipping container for his mail order bride. Might as well say something kind of genuine. Steve, you're one of my best friends. I can always count on you to have a balanced opinion on something, unless it's about who gets the last piece of cake. Molman, where'd Molman go? He's right there. Molman, they say you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, which I guess means that Molman has been hanging out with 5 seahorses. If you want to watch Molman grow, just add milk. Rent is tough in Reno. Rent's tough, but rent prices have not affected Molman since the housing market does not include conch shells. Molman's penis has joints like a finger, and when he points it at a girl's vagina or a dude's asshole, it lights up like ET's. Molman donated his organs to a kid with cancer, and the kid got more cancer. Molman looks like the Wax Museum did a remodeling of a shipwreck skeleton. All right, last one. Never go to the Amazon. Molman went to the Amazon. Molman used to be 6 foot and 300 pounds before the mosquitoes got him. Molman, you've gotten so fucking good in the last few years, and I can just see it in you immediately. And I hope that you keep doing stand-up, because I don't know what else you're gonna do. Luke Westberg with a mustache, aka Freddie Uranus. Every time after Luke jacks off, he has to go door to door in his neighborhood, informing everyone he is now a child sex offender. If Luke and Molman had an arm wrestling competition, who do you think would die? After a bad day of working at the arcade, Luke lays down in his bed frame that's shaped like a race car and yells at his favorite Furby. If you poke Luke in the belly button, he'll shit a mood ring. Rumor has it the only time Luke fingered a girl was because she put a rare Pokemon card in her vagina. Luke's a great guy, and I'm grateful to have you be in charge of stuff around town. Thank you for letting me be an asshole at your shows for the years that I've been here, and keep going with comedy. Just don't let Demetri Martin see what you're doing. Sarah couldn't be here, whatever, or as I like to call her, Baby John Goodman. I just thought let's not do jokes for her. Oh, I'll do one. Ever since she got kicked out of the band Limp Bizkit, she was in coaching high school basketball, and at the end of every game, win or lose, she makes the whole team pick her up and help her dunk. Michael Graham. Michael Graham looks like a character from a computer-animated movie about rats who listen to jazz. Michael dresses like a side character from Viva La Bam. Michael's persona is weird. He's a 32-year-old man pretending that he's a bully from West Side Story. The only people he takes out his anger on are teenagers that go to open mics and new comics that don't know how to defend themselves. He's like Reno's Harvey Weinstein, except he isn't fucking anyone because alcoholics can't get erections. If you ask Michael what it was like growing up in Winnemucca, he'll give some bullshit answer like, I made out with my mom a lot, which means that actually happened a lot of times. You look like if Pinocchio turned into a person and then started to turn back into Pinocchio. At the end of a long day of being a cuck, Michael sits in the bathtub and vacantly stares at the opposite wall, thinking about all the times he had the opportunity to strangle one of his succubus girlfriends to death, but couldn't because of carpal tunnel. Michael's he's the Coke King of Reno right now with Luke, and they've been holding it down. They're fucking awesome. I went on the road with Michael and did comedy in shitty parts of California. If you ever go on road trips with anyone else, just don't talk for 3 hours about RuneScape again. That was terrible. Jeff Pierce. Yeah, we caught Jeff having a snack before the show started, and after he finished, none of the kids at Blind Onion could find crayons to color with. Why are all the purple ones gone? Jeff seems like a guy who would go to Disneyland by himself. Not because he wants to have a magical time, but because he wants to make sure all of the roller coasters have structural integrity. Jeff looks like a guy who goes into the bunny ranch when they think girls have been withholding money. This guy's got transition lenses. He'll figure out who it is. When Roe v. Wade was overturned, Jeff and his wife were dismayed because only an abortion clinic could evacuate Jeff's shit from his body. Jeff steals his kids' cereal boxes in the morning so he can solve all the mazes on the back of the box. Jeff doesn't party, but at 2 in the morning, his teenage neighbors will yell at him to turn the bass down on his sleep apnea machine. Jeff, you're a sweetie pie. You're just a great guy. And however he got banned from Twitter, I'm sure they'll give you it back once Trump dies. Brandon couldn't make it. This is sad. It's right there. Wow, what timing. Holy shit, right there. Brandon said he took an IQ test and scored 136. Isn't that crazy? That you're now finding out that IQ tests don't work? Colin Mock, right there. That was the guy that was up here. That was the weird guy. Colin makes out with his pocket pussy. Some autistic savants are gifted and won't stop playing the piano. Colin is not gifted, but is a virtuoso at the skin flute. He's very focused. Can't keep him off of it. Colin lives in a lighthouse and only comes down when it's time to receive his Amazon package full of used women's underwear. Colin was totally normal until he did a tour in Afghanistan where he was sucking all the camels' dicks. Colin is Dracula's younger brother that he beats the shit out of. Keep an eye out for his signature cereal brand, Count Cuckula. If you open up Colin's closet, a framed picture of Anne Hathaway, some motor oil, and a mountain of night vision goggles will come tumbling out. Thank you very much for coming here. I really, really appreciate it. Give it up to all the comics that you saw tonight. Thank you very much. We'll be back here.
Did you like that episode? There's no way you couldn't have. Go and follow all of my funny friends that were featured on there. Make sure you do all this social media stuff for all of us. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching so much. We'll see you again next week. This was our 30th episode. Can you believe it? Oh my god. And I've lined up perfectly to do a goodbye special for a friend. Oh my god. Anyway, thank you guys. Stay sweet.